In this video, we are going to learn how to create a pull request to change this website and make it better. So when we look at this website and we compare it to the actual theme, the theme is way better. It has all of these side navigation, drop downs, way more features than I think that we need. So what I wanted to go over here is not only do we want to make changes where we move things to the sidebar, we want to make changes to the content itself. So how we get the sidebar working, I'm leaving that as an exercise for you. So if you click view on GitHub, it'll open the documentation over here, and you should be able to figure out how to do it. I'm not going to show you how to do it step by step because I actually don't know. It shouldn't be too hard to learn though. However, in this video, we're just going to fix this quick typo, calculation to calculation, and then I'm going to turn how much does a man weigh on the moon. I'm going to change this into like 0.1 because it's the first question within the first unit. So if I want to make this change, I can make this change myself under my own account because I own the repository. But for you, I don't trust that anyone's going to be able to make the changes, so I won't give you editor access to my repository. However, what you can do is you can fork the repository. So when I create a fork, it creates a copy of the repository, and then you can experiment and make changes without affecting the actual website. So here we make a fork. Once we make a fork, it copies over all of the code that was used to generate the website, and then I can make some changes. So if I go to index.md, I click edit this file, I can change this to calculation, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go zero. Oh, I'm not too sure why it's not letting me type. I'm going to go 0.1. Question: how much does a 90-pound man weigh on the moon? Final answer. And then I would add here, because the input is 190 lbs and not 190 decimal lbs, we must use 2 significant digits. So the answer is, and then it would be 31.4 pounds of force. Sorry, it would be 31 pounds of force. So it would be, final answer, it would be 31 pounds force on the moon. And I'm gonna, okay, let's see. I'm not gonna do the math on it. Let's just do 31 pounds, 2 newtons, say 31. Again, it would be 140 newtons. So is equal to, in this case, we would round it to 140 newtons, and then the other one is 190. So if we do 190, it would be 850 with significant digits. So 850 without a decimal place newtons. Cool. And then so I can say, don't just give a generic commit message like updated index. I should say fixed typo and sig figures in the first example. Give a good commit message so people know what you did. I'm going to save those changes, and then it's going to run CI. And so this is in my own repository. So if I go back to the project, I can then contribute it back. So I can sync it, right, with the Mr. Andrew Andrade account, but I can also contribute it. So I'm going to open a pull request, And I'm going to say, I'm going to request to Mr. Andrade, and hey, I made these changes. What do you think about it? So when you make a change, it'll check that there are no conflicts, and then it will run CI, or continuous integration, to make sure it works for the website. And then so when you create a pull request, I get an email, and then I look at the pull request, and what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to review what you made. And it's like, oh, great typo fix here. And then something I would comment here is I would say, oh, I actually don't like this. It's like use LaTeX to add the subscripts. I'll merge for now, but please make the changes in the future. So I would submit that review. Whoops, that's just a comment. I can, sometimes the best way to do it is just to add an approval, and then so it's like approved. When I worked at in industry, 2 people had to approve it before it automatically got merged. So I had to get 2 people to code review. In this example, I'm going to merge it, and then it's merged. So that pull request is now closed. And if I go to the code, we can actually see that the code was changed a minute ago. And then the really cool part is I can see who made the change. So PCSS SciTech actually made the change, and so we know who made this change. So if this was a breaking change in the code, we can go to that author and get them to help. And so that's basically how it works. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but I think after the website, so it actually fixed it, right? Calculation 0.1. And then, this is broken. So let's fix that. And then let's fix these dots and stuff like that. So that's how you make a pull request. How you make a beautifully well-documented thing is kind of an activity for you to exceed expectations. And so if you read the docs, right, RTFM, you should be able to get the answers that you need. Hopefully this helps. Bon courage.